They don't fully understand what they're doing. Political violence like this affects all of us. It doesn't just affect people that you disagree with.
Charlie Kirk's last words before he was assassinated were gang violence. He was engaging in dog whistle racism. You can argue that he was continuing a practice that made him rich and influential and politically powerful, which was to engage in what academics term as stochastic terrorism, incitement of violence against specific groups of people using coded language, a tactic of legitimization of violence against political opponents, trans people, ethnic minorities, women, that allows the person who is engaging on this to have plausible deniability. I'm not trying to minimize the pain, the grief, or the fear of the person who made the video that I stitched. They are entitled to have their opinion and to feel the emotions that they feel when it comes to the assassination of Charlie Kirk. I'm just pushing back against two things. The first is that the people who are the consistent targets of his attacks are somehow not aware of the consequences of the political violence that this will generate, because this will affect us first. Charlie Kirk was an open proponent of the Great Replacement theory. He was an avowed racist. We have been on the receiving end of his violence globally, so we know perfectly well the consequences that his assassination, or if it was a Palestinian journalist and this was being reported on by Western media, his passing is going to have on us. The second is that the people who are not mourning and the people who are celebrating, which are two different things, owe any type of grief to anyone, because they do not. Charlie Kirk was a pivotal figure in the radicalization of a whole generation of young men and women, but mostly men. His ideas weren't harmless. They weren't just different ideas, because they weren't just about energy policy. They were about the right of people to exist. And although we cannot quantify in numbers the effects to the victims of the actions of the people that he radicalized, that doesn't mean that they weren't in the millions. For the people who are celebrating, it is not my place, if they are the victims of his rhetoric, to tell them how to feel or how to behave. I cannot stress this enough. He was not just a person with different opinions. He was a person who advocated for the wholesale extinction of certain groups of people. He was a person who maligned them. We are all entitled to feel our feelings. Embrace yours.